Yes.
John, what do you think of the matchup, Ashton and Trayvon
Waters? Two really good players, but different. Tremont does an unbelievable job of stealing balls and on defense and creating havoc that way. And then offensively, he really sees the court and can score. So he's terrific that way. Our guy is, speed that game up, put pressure on the ball. I'm not sure that how much he'll guard Tremont. We may do some different stuff, but they may go head-to-head some.
Cal, it seems like he's snapped out of it every time, but last 2 or 3 games, there's been a period where Ashton seemed a little bit out of sorts or out of
Well,
sync.
teams are coming at him now. They're figuring out who he is. I think I can remember John Wall walking into my office and I'm not having fun. Yeah, no kidding. They're guarding you at the broken line. They're not guarding you. They're running back under the basket to make you shoot, and it's not so fun now. And so they're doing things to him. They're playing pick and rolls different ways. They're doing things to him to leaving him some, putting him in spots where maybe he's a little uncomfortable. But that just comes with experience. He'll be fine.
What is your number one sort of marching order when that happens to him? Is it, shoot it without hesitation? Is it, I don't know.
Well, drive it some, shoot it some. He's so physical and so long. He can create havoc himself, both on the defensive and offensive end. So I'm happy with what he's doing.
He was, I noticed in the Bob Cousy Award, he was not one of the 10 finalists, and I don't think he should.
I wasn't either when I was in college, and I was so upset about that. Bothered me for about 3 years.
I've heard also Tremont, he's small, obviously, that maybe he's got a little Tyler Ulis in him. What do you think of that?
Yeah, he does. Controls the game that way. Coach on the floor. Yeah, he does a lot of that stuff.
Nazari, what kind of matchup problems does he present?
He's big. He's big. He'll shoot threes. Plays a little bit like a guard. He's really good. Their whole team. Look, this team, their guard play, their toughness, their size. They got 2 bigs that come off the bench, and are their leading offensive rebounders. So what happens when those 2 come in? They shoot it, and those 2 just fly and go get it. They got wings that a couple are scorers and a couple are high flyers. I mean, this is a good team. This stretch for us, we've had a couple of these where we've had tough games. By far the toughest stretch. And starting with this team that, is a top, they're top 15, they say, but they're better than that. This is a top 10 team. And in the last 5 games, they've been down 10 points 4 times. And they came back and win 3 of those. They were down 14 points with 2:20 to go and came back and won. They were down 16-18 to Arkansas and lost on a shot that didn't go in. So they're not, and they win different ways. I mean, they beat Auburn on out-of-bounds plays. Could you imagine? They scored like 5 or 6 times on out-of-bounds plays. And that's unusual, but that's what they did. That was the difference in that game.
What does that say to you, John, that no matter what the deficit is?
Yeah, they're not afraid. Neither are we. We play the same. We've been down. I mean, we've been down 12-2, 16-4. I mean, looking at each other. If I remember Georgia, it was dunk, 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 dunk. What in the world? I mean, so we're both kind of the same. That's why it should be an exciting game.
John, along those same lines, when a team plays really well and they get up double digits, and inevitably the other team will make an 18-2 run, what's going on with the team that's unable to stop that run?
Well, if you're inexperienced, you'll think 1 or 2 plays really don't matter. So you won't be focused. You won't make an easy play. You'll grab a ball with one hand. You'll do something that is like, why would you do that? Well, we were up 14. Then you look around and you're up 10. And then all of a sudden, that momentum's there, and they make a shot, and then you get fouled. Uh-oh, and you missed two. All of a sudden, it's anybody's ball game, and it started with those two plays that you acted like didn't matter. A team like Tennessee, a veteran team, a Virginia, teams that are older, they understand that those plays really matter. When you're young like us, you go and show them the tape. What were you thinking? I wasn't. Very good answer.
Does defense eventually stop those? Does it always come down to a defensive stop?
That and rebounding, but you keep them at bay with what you're doing offensively. Like, you got to go. They score and you score. They score, you score. Okay, you're still up 18. But if you break down 3 or 4 times and they score and you're turning it over for no reason, or you're taking a quick bad shot for no, well, we're up 18, I'm trying to get mine. That's when stuff turns.
Did shot selection change when a run like that occurred?
What's that?
Shot selection.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, you're trying to get fouled. You're trying to.
Perhaps going inside or something.
Yeah, you're trying to make sure you get a good look that you can rebound.
Calum, a list of things that can elevate you guys even to a higher level than you've been playing. Where does a fully locked in Kelvin Johnson rank? Sort of full,
No, it's
full
not just one guy. I mean, I can go right down the line where we have slippage, including guys coming off the bench being more confident defensively. Being more confident defensively. And now you expand leads. You walk in and you're like, man, if that guy defends and plays that way and blocks shots and does it, you can leave him in the game. So
How much have you guys improved from the beginning of the season when you expressed your concerns about defense especially?
well, let me tell you what'll be interesting in this game. This is a team that will go at certain guys and try to beat people on the dribble. So this is going to be a challenge. And it's, you're talking about one guy, but they'll pick and choose. They do a lot of that. A lot of times they're doing that, trying to get you to collapse a little bit, shoot the ball off the backboard so they can go rebound it, tip it in. I mean, it's a challenge of a game. This is going to be a hard one, believe me, a hard game. And a hard game for us to win. I don't care if it's in Rupp Arena on I-95. This is a hard game to win because of how they play. But if we can give a full 40, it should be a terrific ball game.
Is this the type of team, too, that will help you in March?
Yeah.
This kind of
Yeah.
team in March?
The next two, the hope, you have games that are Elite Eight games, Final Four games. That's who you're playing now. All right, let's see where we are. And the good news is, whether Tuesday or Saturday, there'll be more games, whatever happens. It isn't like, okay, your season ended. This is us to learn, and where are we where we all think we are? Let's see, because you got to play the game.
How much do you feel like that stretch where you played Kansas and Auburn really prepared you for a week like this? And how do you feel?
It did, but this is going to be a harder set of games. And at North Carolina, at Louisville, you ready? This will be a harder set of games. And it's starting with this team that comes in that everybody's looking by this game and talking about that next one. I'm not. I haven't looked at one tape of Tennessee, not one. Haven't thought about them, don't know what they run. Well, I do know because they have the same team, so they're probably running the same stuff. But I haven't done anything. My focus is let's see how we're playing against this kind of team, this kind of length. And those two teams are different.
Now, is it a good thing that it sets up that way with Tennessee?
Well, let me say this. If we had played these games a month ago, there would have probably been ugly. Now, at least we got a chance that we're coming together ourselves.
Is it fair to look at it from an SEC standpoint this week, even though you still have a lot more games left to play?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm seeing 7, 8 teams having their opportunity, but you're looking at 3 teams who lost their best player or one of their best players in our league. Where would this league be if those 3 were here? And those are 3 NBA-level players. So, the league is as strong as it's been. Veteran teams, terrific coaches, great talent.
team the other night when his team made this 18-2 run and got back in the ball game, similar to what happened in a few games earlier. What was your message to them?
On the road, I told them at halftime, they're going to make a couple runs. They'll make 2 runs. How do you play? And that I've done this 30 years, that's what you expect. And the other thing is, you say, well, how do they do it? They have nothing to lose. So now all of a sudden, all the shots they couldn't make, they make them. They have nothing to lose. Let's try to do this. And then you just hope, keep pushing back, keep pushing back, keep pushing back. As this thing winds down, it'll get tougher. Again, I've done it 35 years. Started when I was 20, by the way.
How does turning 60 play on your mind?
I've had maybe 50 messages that said, it's only a number. So I guess it's only a number. I don't know. I'm fine. I feel better. I feel better, you know. I feel good. I feel good about my team. Been blessed, healthy, somewhat, great eating habits.
Cal, on the behind the scenes video this week, you kind of challenged PJ, and after you walk out of the frame, he doesn't look thrilled. He has kind of an angry look on his face.
Yeah.
Is that what you hope?
Yeah, well, I'm not letting any of these guys, it's not just him. I'm not letting any of these guys back up. I talked to him yesterday. I gave him a book to read. And I had him read the one chapter I wanted him to read, which was only about 5 pages. And it talked about flattery. Flattery is like poison. And if you drink it, you're going to die. Flattery is about ego. You're good, you're good. The way you create your confidence is work your butt off, and over a period of time, you start building yourself up. And then you stay amazed. Like, I can't believe I'm doing all this.
Coach, I noticed that Steve Alford walked out with you. Is he talking to the team today, and what's that dynamic?
No, he's here. He's in our meetings. He and I have been friends for a long time. So he said he wanted to come in for a couple days. So he's here today. I don't think he's staying for the game, but he'll watch us practice. He'll be at the radio show tonight. So I've known him for 30 years. So he's a great guy, terrific coach. So